of a different one today. We're taking off on a bit of a journey up to Caloundra, and the idea is that I'm getting a new rear shock put in my Can-Am Spyder, the RT Big Red, because it is absolutely shot. So it's a bit dangerous at the moment, so I'm taking freeway riding the whole way to try and avoid anything that might be a large bump, because most of the freeways, not all of them, but most of the freeways are in good condition compared to going the back way, which is indeed much shorter, but we'll be making sure that we're up there and in one piece when we get there. Trying out a couple of things today, one of which is the new DJI Mic2, as well as the connected all to the DJI little watch thing to put it all together, and also the DJI Action 4 camera all in one sort of hit, so we'll see how that goes. So it's been 6 weeks since I rode the Spyder, so that's a bit of a thing in itself. It's a bit unusual for me to have been off the bike for so long. Nothing to do with health, just the fact that with that rear shock on it, unless you're riding pretty well straight freeway roads, it was very, very, very unsafe. So yeah, that's why I've had 6 weeks off. Unlike a couple of others that I know, where I've been following them on YouTube, being Purple on 3 and Coach Bob's wife, Coach Vic, who have both had health issues and have been off the bike for much longer than my 6 weeks, just because I've got a broken shock. So for those people who are off the bike for a while because of health reasons, get well soon to all of you, and hopefully we can all get back out on the bike soon. It's my birthday as well, so going for a ride on my birthday to sort of celebrate the fact that yeah, I've lived another year, and what do they call it? Another lap of the sun I've done. So that should be good. There we go, just whacking that helmet down. So, oh, new helmet too. I'm using the HJC I90 helmet to see how it goes, because the HJC I90 I just got it as a cheaper helmet, even though they're fairly pricey. I've got a cheaper helmet just so that I could you know, look after my really good helmet for when I do my longer tours, because yeah, when you're doing your longer tours, you want a really comfy helmet all day, every day. This one's reasonably comfortable. It could be a bit painful by the end of the day, but yeah, I'll pop up a picture of the I90. It's rather colourful too. So yeah, I got that because my brother-in-law and my sister have both picked up I90s as well, and they said, yeah, really good to ride with. So we'll see how that goes. Actually, oh, that's better. Open up the vent. Make sure. Yeah, it's a hot one today. It's 30. I think it was 30 degrees when I took off. What have we got now? 28. So yeah, it's a bit hotter in the shed. I was sweating a bit in the shed. All right. Well, enjoy the day. I'll catch up with you along the way. I'm sure I'll take some more video tomorrow once the shock is done. But yeah, the idea at the moment is just to cruise along, relax, enjoy my ride, catch a bite of lunch somewhere along the way, and go from there. Oh, one thing I did forget to add, I hadn't worn my boots for 6 weeks, so I thought, oh, better make sure there's no creepy crawlies in there. And for my American friends, yes, there was a big redback spider in it, so we ejected him. Actually, it was a her, because it was the bright red ones are actually the males, and the not so bright ones are the females, which are apparently more venomous. So we ejected the female, and we went from there. So yeah, if you haven't ridden for a while, check your boots for spiders, people. And I don't mean the type that we're all riding on. I mean the type that bites. Oh, here we are on the freeway. Bit of air, beautiful. Oh, how I missed this. I remembered how to ride, Keith. I was worried. I didn't think I'd remember how to ride. I've remembered how to ride after 6 weeks. Happy with that, Keith. All right, so we've got the truck in front in the 40 zone, and he's only doing 25k an hour, so that's very slow. Therefore, it's 40. So I can enjoy the view. It's a beautiful view down there through the Lockyer. It's one of the great things about being in Toowoomba is that you live on top of a hill. 700 metres, but you know, it's a hill. And so, yeah, you get these beautiful valleys and lookouts around the place. It's quite nice. You can see this work up ahead. I'm just going to drop the windscreen, just a bit of air. Or the windshield, I should say. It's not a windscreen, it's in your car. And so, yeah, I'm just looking at the works that are being done here. So they've got the first part done, but they've got a few more bits to go to finish off the bit of damage that was done from floods. Gosh, over 2 years ago now. So this has been a big project. And you can see where they've moved the dirt from the left-hand side here, where they've just concreted that bit there, and they've concreted another bit in front of it. So they've got one more bit to go, and they're moving it all over there to the right. Why? I don't know, but they're just redoing the whole hill. Probably doing it as it should have been done in the first instance. And there is the truck broken down. That will be fun for people coming up the hill. Good thing is he's got over into the far left, which has left a bit of room on the right there for people. But yes, big pile of dirt there. Not sure what they're going to do with it, other than have a big pile of dirt there. There's nothing there anyway. It was just scrub. So, yeah, didn't get in anyone's road. Shouldn't change too much anyway. Shouldn't change the water flows, etc. So it should be okay. Alrighty. Oh God, look at that. That's what they're using to stop anything tumbling across from the works. It's pretty good actually. It seems to work. I'd love one of those containers after their work. I'd have one of them at home. Keep some gear in. It'd be lovely. Anyway, off we go. Alright, so the mic was a little bit slow on coming up there, so we'll have to remember that when we're doing things. But yeah, I've used my time off the Spyder very, very well. I've been organising some trips, so I've got the last bits of those done. Got to send out a message probably tomorrow night for one of them. But I've organised 3 trips, one of them which should be an absolute cracker should the weather hold up. Hopefully it will. Late April, we're heading down into northern New South Wales and ride the Oxley Highway, which is considered one of the best 10 motorcycle roads in the world, so hopefully it lives up to expectation. August we'll head out to Longreach and Winton into outback Queensland, so it'll be winter then, so hopefully nice and cool. And it's there's a whole heap of nothing out there. I've been out there once before on a Spyder, and I'm taking about a dozen people this time, so it should be great fun. And then September I'm going to the Spyder muster in good old Bathurst. So I heard some people saying, oh, we should go to this, should go to that, and you know, I thought, oh gosh, these people are struggling with organising a ride down to that. So I thought I'm going to get on board and make it a good trip, you know, make sure these people have a good time. So that's the aim, is to make sure that everyone has a good time at Bathurst. And I've also looked further ahead, trying to plan an overseas adventure on my Spyder be that either take the Spyder and trailer to New Zealand in 2026, or maybe, just maybe, jump on with Martin and the vlogger and crew and do a bit of European stuff. I'm just not sure how that'll go with my disability and wheelchair, but I'll get in contact with the Australian crew who are organising a trip over there in 2025, and I'll figure that bit out, because that one might be easier to do, as in not as much hassle of organising the Spyder, getting it onto boats and blah blah blah. So that might be the better of the options, but we'll see about that one. So either way, I'm having a fat time here, getting to ride. Bit of traffic about today, even though it's a Sunday half. So might be a few people heading home from their weekend away somewhere, or maybe heading down to Brisbane for work for Monday. Like there's a fair few people from Toowoomba that I know that work in Brisbane during the week, so it could be that. But we'll see how we go with traffic. Hopefully it thins out a bit as we get down the road. But yeah, the other thing I've also done is I've organised myself a website, and that website is not just about me. Actually, it's not about me at all. It's about Spyder and Riker in Australia. So the idea of that is that hey, I need to find something. Where can I find this? Be that I want to find a supplier of stuff. I want to find a dealer. I want to find a repair place. Hey, how do I register my new Spyder with BRP and all sorts of stuff? And it'll continue to grow. So it's like a hub more so than all the answers. It just takes you to the thing. It's how do I get this? And it'll have those places listed where you can go, and all the Spyder groups in Australia. So if people want to find a Spyder Facebook page that's close to them, so they can go ride with others, all the ones that I know about are all linked there, and I'm making sure that I don't just sit it and let it rot. It will be a living website where I'll continue to update stuff and make sure that people can get information on that. So yeah, 6 weeks off the Spyder, but I didn't sit still. I got busy. Spent a fair bit of that on the computer doing some stuff for organising rides and getting websites and stuff like that. So and organised some polo shirts for our Spyder group in southeast Queensland as well. So yeah, a bit of a busy time, but glad to be back on the bike. It's much more fun. That much more fun being back on the Spyder. Alright, well, I'll continue to cruise down the highway, and we'll catch you as we get a bit closer to the coast. Right, well, this is not a review for the i90 HJC helmet. It is a comment which says that it is quite a good helmet. So that's about an hour's worth of riding with it. And my plan was always to fuel up here, because I only started with about a bit under half a tank. And it has been good in that hour of riding, and it is stinking hot weather. It's 33 degrees and just very humid, typical Queensland summer, and it's quite good. So big fan of the weather there, and the helmet i90, highly recommend it. All right, let's get some fuel. Sure, old mate's leaving soon. Got myself up and racing, and I've had lunch. That took ages, but that's okay. Got some lunch. Just trying to make sure that's stuck in there. It is, yep, good. Oh, it's just fun getting out of here. Go around the lumpy bit. Alright, so it's even hotter now. 40 degrees on my little thing. Probably not 40 degrees, probably about 35. So yeah, she's pretty warm. I want to get moving as quick as I can to try and get some air through me. So yeah, that's probably a bit longer stop there than I wanted. Probably about 45 minutes. Only wanted a really quick one, but that'll do. Very good. Woo, that's better. The lid down. Oh, I can feel the air coming through the pants and stuff. That's the way. Oh, beautiful. All right, back up and racing. So we've left the servo there at Plainland. We're going to head through now through to Brisbane. Probably a good hour and a half on the road before the next stop, which will be at a servo on the north side of Brisbane. And hopefully at that servo I'll just top up the fuel, toilet, go, get myself up to Caloundra around about 4:30, 5 o'clock, which would be really nice. But yeah, nice day so far, but I'm expecting tomorrow on the way back to be very, very, very wet. Okay, I've woken up that thing, so that's good. Just got passed in the 80 zone by a nice little motorcycle and sidecar. Nice colour, mate. Same colour as mine, so yeah, pretty impressive. That was the other option for me, except that I can't climb on from the right hand side, so I would have to get the American style, which I can't have in Australia. So I was on a flogging to nothing. But anyway, up periscope with that windscreen. Whew! Yeah, we got some heat. Righto, waking up the sound. So we're right in the bit of western Brisbane now, and it's stinking hot. 34 on the dial there, but it was 36 just before, and I'm now into a bit of shadows, which is nice around the Moggle area. And just wanted to wake the camera and all the bits and pieces up, because I'm going to go into the tunnel soon. I want to see how this there you go, wheelchair on the back of that. Nice work. Oh, I wonder if that's, it could be old mate. Anyway, I want to see how the camera works in low light, because apparently the DJI Action 4 low light, apparently it's the bomb. So we'll see how that goes up the road here. Until then, I'm going to concentrate on riding and give it a run. Alright, so we're into the tunnel, and it's low light compared to normal, no sunlight, and of course we've got those wonderful overhead fluoros, which or probably LEDs on nowadays, but they would be giving people with epilepsy conniptions. People with epilepsy should not take the tunnel. So everything's gone to night mode on the dash and on the GPS, which is really good. I've got the windshield down to give me a bit of air through the tunnel, because she'll heat up in here pretty soon. But yeah, this is the Legacy Way Tunnel. Legacy, for those outside of Australia, is a charity which does a lot of work for our veterans / ex-defence people / the families of those ex-defence people. Is probably the thing that they do most for. It's for the families and for current serving members as well. So yeah, Legacy Way. I think it's a great name for a tunnel. Rather than name it after someone who's done one thing, they named it after an organisation who does a lot. It's a long tunnel, and it takes me out towards the airport here in Brisbane, which will also take me into another freeway, which will then take me up the Sunshine Coast. So yeah, all the freeways today, boring as hell, but it's smooth. I don't have to worry about the rear shock, which when you start to get on a bit of rough road and cornering and stuff is just bad. Got the new shock in the back on the trailer, got the 622 on the back. Not sure if you can see that there in the mirror. So yeah, got the 622 on. Alright, so we're out here now in the eastern part of Brisbane, and out near the airport on the freeway out there, on the airport link. We've got off the airport link actually, which is on the freeway out here. And this is a little different out here compared to where we just come from on the western side of Brisbane. The western side of Brisbane is hot, dry and horrible. Out here is gets a bit of a sea breeze because we're right close to the coast and the bay, being Moreton Bay, and there's little creeks and mangroves and stuff around here out here, and the airport itself is actually built on reclaimed land from mangroves and things like that. So yeah, it's an interesting little spot. But we are still on the freeway, just about to hit the 100 zone on the freeway, which is even better. Did that work? Did it? Yep, I got the 100. And I'm just going to follow the freeway all the way up now, up to Caloundra, with possibly a one stop on the way. Yeah, definitely one stop on the way. I'm just about out of water in my little blue water bottle there on the front, because it has been damn hot. We've got 36 down there in the tunnels. Yeah, it's so hot, I'm sure my eyeballs were sweating. I was having trouble seeing. They probably weren't, but you know what I mean. It's just hot. So we're and humid too. That's the great thing about Brisbane. It gets so humid, just lovely, sticky as. Have a shower and you feel it in another one. God, I miss it. Not. But yeah, we'll head up the freeway here. This is the Gateway motorway, which takes you from north of Brisbane to the south of Brisbane. It's part of the M1 here in Australia, which goes the full lap of Australia, the M1, as well as part of Tasmania. So the biggest highway in Australia, M1. Alright, so we've just come off the Gateway motorway and we've hit the M1 proper, the Bruce Highway. I don't know who Bruce is, but I named it after him. I think he was a politician many years ago. Yeah, this is the Pine River, big river on the north side of Brizzy. It's brackish there, probably a little bit salty, even. It's definitely tidal here. Yeah, it's pretty close to the coast. There'll be a fair bit of traffic with the 4 lanes going on here, and lots of lunacy as well, so we'll have to keep an eye on things. But I wanted to turn the camera on to see what the shock was like coming along here, because I know there's some little bouncy bits and a little bit. How's your father? Just coming off the bridge there onto the overhead bridge to come down onto the Pine River Bridge. There was a bit of bouncy stuff and it was a bit hairy, so I'm hoping once I get this rear shock fixed that I don't need to then go and get myself a sway bar and front shocks, which I've got a feeling I might, but we'll see how we go. Hopefully this rear shock fix will fix up the handling of it, because at the moment it's terrible. Even on really smooth or relatively smooth road, you just need a little bit of bouncy, and you're bouncy. Anyway, tucking behind this bloke. Let this car go from behind me. This is normally where the traffic goes a bit nanas in around here. There's just lots of people going important places, I'm sure, but there's lots of traffic. Here, mate. Go hard in your Scody. Still in the 100 zone. 110 doesn't start for another 50 k's. You'll be right. Cruise control, that's what we want. Oh, lovely. Bit of cruiser control. Oh, shade. Should be more of that. Still 33 degrees, so it's still fairly warm. Going to be a coolish night up the coast. And then hot again tomorrow, so yeah, hopefully not too hot with this really heavy gear I got on. I got my rain sort of gear. I got my Clim, as they call it in Australia, or Climb in America. I got my wood limb gear on. So yeah, the Badlands stuff. So it is really good touring gear, but it is a little bit warm at this time of year. I tend to tour more in winter, or cooler months at least. So yeah, it's good for that. But yeah, just in the really, really hot weather, yeah, it's just a little bit hot on the Spyder. Probably not too bad on a two-wheeler where you get more wind. But yeah, pretty good here. Let's go in that left-hand lane and get out of the road of people. Let the lunatics go. Alrighty, so we've had my second break of the ride and put some more fuel in. Not because I needed it, particularly that half a tank left, but just so that I could have enough to get me through most of tomorrow. So I've taken out the earplugs for the ride from here to Caloundra because it gets about 110, and not because I want to hear better. I just want to see what the noise is like in this helmet with no earplugs, because with earplugs it was awesome. It was very quiet. So we'll see how we go. Currently got the shield down. We'll lift him up because we're going to be just over the little bridge up the road. Up here we knock into a 110 zone. So we'll see how that goes. So we're currently on track to be there about 4:30, which is what I was aiming for, about a 4:30 there, 4:30, 5 o'clock, just to get in there and settled and get off to dinner, have an early dinner, get to bed. But, yeah, so we're sitting on 100k an hour, and I've got my shield up, very nice. No real noise. I'm going to put shield down so that gives me my maximum wind. And look, there's a little bit there, but gee, it's a little bit of vibration, but I think that's just as much to do with the heavy breeze that we've got out there at the moment and the shield being down, because you don't get as much of it. But yeah, it's quiet. It's vibrating, but it's quiet. Like I said, the vibration is more to do with the bike than it is to do with the helmet. So yeah, the HJC i90, a surprise. Bang for buck. Get a load of that traffic on the other side of the road. It's yeah, backed up for miles and miles and miles. That's everyone returning from the Sunshine Coast to Brisbane. That's right, people. Your Olympic City in 2032 is a traffic nightmare. Man, that's bad. Look at that. I'm glad I'm going the other way. And there we go. We got some sound. We're right here in the middle of Caloundra, just getting along what's called Bullcock Beach, and yeah, just it was the outlet there for the Bribey Passage, but it's all covered up now, so it's no longer a passage. It's a sandbar that you can walk straight across. So yes, this is Caloundra. Very nice spot. Very, very nice part of the world. Very cool place. Normally we would go for breakfast with Jan, but she wants to go somewhere else tomorrow, so that'll be nice. Oh man, that's a steep little one, that one. Come on, buddy. You're right on the left-hand side. Go on to go right. Get on out. Yeah. Up around Caloundra. Found the boulevard part here. Quite nice. Lots of units, as there is with every coastal city or town in Australia. Lots and lots of units, because that way you can get more bang for your buck. More people in the one little spot. Alright. Alright, well, I'm going to make my way to the motel now and book in and sit back, relax and chill. See you tomorrow when we go and get ourselves a bit of a shocky put on the back, and I'm going to get old mate to check the brakes as well. I think they're a bit dodge. Alright, we'll see you tomorrow. Alright, so we are day 2 of the shocking adventure, and yeah, we're heading down the freeway now. We're on our way home from even getting the shock done. Yeah, John fitted it up pretty quick, so I'm getting away at about 2:30. I was expecting about 3:34, so I'm a bit ahead of schedule, so I'm happy with that. He changed the handle on my side case while I was there. Just a ripping bloke, just a ripper. Anyway, so we're down there getting along. Gosh, it feels so much better on the road than what it was. It's really good actually. It doesn't feel like it's bouncing along like it was. I feel like I'm actually sitting up a little bit higher on the bike. Feels stiffer. I reckon I probably will need to end up doing something with the front suspension now, but well, we've got it going. We're pretty happy. The only trouble is though, as I'm heading towards that yucky dark grey black stuff, I'm going to get a bit wet on the way home, so we'll grin, we'll bear it, and we'll get a bit wet. Alright, and see you on the road. Alrighty, so we've got through the first bit, down the first bit of highway. Now we're going to give the shock a real test. We're going to head up through the Peachester range. The only thing with that is that cloud has got bigger and blacker, and I haven't zipped my jacket up yet, or my pants, so it's so stinking hot that I'm just going to probably take a bit of water into me, because it's 36 degrees and 1000% humidity. It's pretty sticky, so it's going to rain, but I'm hoping I can avoid that cloud there on the left. It'll be really nice for a bit of it. Just get me up to Peachester and I'll jump off up there and take a leg stretch and a pee and that sort of thing, and I'll be good to go. But yeah, I'm going to get wet on the way home. It's just how wet. But yeah, the shock's really good. I'm really happy with the shock. It's performing as it should, and I've got the earplugs out at the moment so that I can hear for any noises or clunks or bangs, and it's all been pretty good so far, so pretty happy with that. It's riding so much better. It was just dangerous before, and it's semi U-Butte now, so happy with that. G'day champion, how are you? Oh, a bit of shade, good. We're 40 zone, we're in school zone now, so got to remember that. So used to riding on a weekend, not weekdays, and especially around school zones. My GPS is telling me to turn that way to go down the highway, but I'm not going down the highway. It's 10 minutes longer to go the back way, but it is much better road, less traffic. Having said that, we're surrounded at the moment because it's school time, but yeah, less traffic going this way. and you haven't got the lunacy of people continually changing lanes on the freeway. So I'd rather go 10 minutes longer on the back way. Alright, so yeah, that's me done. I've got my new shock in. I've finally got another ride in for the year, and we'll see you on the next lot of rides.
A few moments later.